Good morning students, welcome again. Now in previous video you can see standard 10 English chapter number 1 explanation. Even in my second video you can see the first poem of first chapter, The Dust of Snow. Now in this video you are going to see the second poem of the first chapter, Fire and Ice. This poem is again written by Robert Frost. You already know about Robert Frost. He is very famous poet, even a very famous playwright also. He's an American writer. And if I am giving a brief introduction about Robert Frost, he wrote so many poems, even literary things for nature and beauty. And in this poem also we are talking about fire and ice. Here if we are talking about the title Fire and Ice, this is very small, crispy, but it is very meaningful. Both this word fire and ice, if we are compare both this word, this is totally different. If we are talking about fire, which represent the eagerness, the negativity, the burningness, and if we are talking about the ice, it displays cold, it displays coldness, calmness, right? So both this word is totally different, but it symbolizes a very big thing in our real life. As I told you in my previous video also, Robert Frost, each and every kind of poem is nature related, but some or the other place it is belong with our inner self, it belongs with our life also. In this poem also, the fire and ice, we learn such things, right? So without wasting time, we will start with our first stanza. So if I'm talking about the rhyming scheme and stanza, the first stanza is of 4 lines and the second stanza is of 5 lines. This is very small and beautiful poem which have uneven lines of the stanzas. So start with the first stanza. In first stanza we can see that some say the world will end with a fire. In second line you can see say some say in ice. So in these 2 lines you can say that there is a diplomatic verb sentence, that some people say that the earth will end with the fire, and some people says that earth will end with the ice. Now if we are talking about the fire, so what the fire represent in nature? The fire in the form of earthquake, then fire in the form of volcanoes, right? So these are the symbols of fire. So what all this natural tragedy can happen if we are talking about earthquake, volcano, so these all are nature disaster things, right? So this is the possibility that because of earthquake, because of the volcano, the earth can end. So Robert Frost is with the opinion of fire only. And the another thing, some people say that earth will end up with the ice also. So because of so much snowfall, because of the coldness also, the earth can end. But here in this poem we are not talking about the coldness, we are not talking about the fall of snow, fall of the coldness. We are talking about in different way, which will come later on. We are not discussing right now. We'll go ahead. In third line of the stanza, you can came to know that from what I have tasted of desire, whatever kind of the desire is there, okay, the Robert Frost tasted both the desire. He tasted fire also, even ice also. And at the end of the taste, what was the conclusion? What was the final conclusion? What was the output of Robert Frost was came in the fourth line, what is said? I hold with those who favor fire. He is in the favor of fire. Those people's opinion is fire, he is with them. Right? Why? Because fire have more possibilities to disguise the earth, the end of the earth. So in this stanza you can came to know about the fire and ice, the symbolism of fire and ice. It is one kind of figure of speech also, the symbolism, right? So here we are talking about the end of the earth which conclude the fire or ice. Even in our inner life also there is a good spirit and negative spirit, right? Good spirit shows the coldness and the negative spirit shows the hotness, the negativity, right? So that is, we have to balance both the things. The same thing happened in this also. Now we are talking about the second stanza. The second stanza you can see there is total 5 lines, right? In these 5 lines, if we are reading the first line is, but if it had to perish twice, right? If we are talking about perish twice, yani repeat the 2 times, then what happened? We can read in the second line that I think I knew enough of hate. If we are talking about a person, if a human being, compared to positivity, hatredness is more. People hate things more, hate people more, right? So negativity, if you are talking about the negativity, it comes first and later on positivity. So the same thing says the second line, right? That hatredness is more compared to the happiness, caringness. So hatredness is more, right? In third line you can see, to say that for the destruction ice, right? If the destruction is ice is there, which shows ice shows the coldness, right? So if we are mentally cold, right, if we can think calmly, right, so we can take quick decisions positively. Sometimes happen that we are taking decisions, right, it is quick, but if we didn't think calmly, coolnessly, then that decision becomes not that much level, or I can say not a positive output, right? So whatever the decision, whenever we'll think, we have to be calm down, we have to settle down, right? This which shows the symbolism of coldness, cold, right? So this is the thing, then only we have to decide such things. And at the last line from this stanza you can understand that and would suffice, right? So in this stanza, in this poem, we can understand that we have 2 things, ice and cold, right? In first stanza Robert Frost talk about that the end of the earth, that how it ends, because of the ice or because of the fire, and finally he is with fire, because there is a human nature is this, because of the human's nature, that whatever he think, first the negativity comes and later on the positive thing will come, right? So the same thing, there is not the equipment, there is not a natural disaster of volcano or earthquake. Here we are talking about the nature of human being, right? Because in inner selves also there is ice and cold, right? We have to think upon it, we have to rethink upon it, that how ice related with us and how the fire related with us, right? Fire related with us, the negativity, the negative elements, whatever we think, and the ice represents the calmness, coldness, right? So whenever such situation will come in our future, that we have to a strong decision, a sharp and smart decision, so that time we have to be calm, we don't have to angry at that time. Again, angerness is a fire, is a symbol of fire, is a symbol of hatredness, is symbol of negativity. So whenever we are angry, right, we don't have to take such important decisions that time. We have to avoid that time. Even we have to refresh our mind. We have to go out, we have to spend some time alone, right? And then we have to take the decisions. So from this poem you can understand the negativity, positivity, cold and fire, right? Thank you so much.